Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Surviving Mars. This is actually a brand new Let's Play. I've had Surviving Mars in my head a lot lately. I had a ton of fun in the last Let's Play, and I'm still really excited for Green Planet to come out. It's right around the corner. But we're going to play another pre-Green Planet game over here. And today we're going to be doing some achievement hunting. In particular, I noticed there's one achievement that like 0.1% of people have. And I can see why. It's going to be kind of a challenge. It's called... I don't remember, I gotta tab over. It's called the Pace of Progress, and the goal of this achievement is to play as SpaceY and complete all sponsor goals on a challenge rating of 500% or higher. So SpaceY is certainly a riff on SpaceX, of course, the private spaceship company. Is that the one with Elon Musk? I think so. And it's not a terribly exciting sponsor, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. It does start with 5 rockets, which is pretty huge. And the rockets do go faster and use less fuel, but have a smaller cargo capacity. I think the base rockets might have 50,000, so this is 40,000, so not that big a deal. We start with solar array tech, which these things are, I mean, they're large solar panels. They have, lower maintenance costs. I was looking at the ratio. I think the solar arrays generate the power of 8 regular large solar arrays or solar panels, but they only have like triple the maintenance, so that's a lot better, I guess, but still it's fine. Drone hubs start with additional drones, I guess that's fine, and 50% cheaper advanced resources, so us buying machine parts, polymers, and electronics will be cheaper. On the other hand, our export price for rare metals is only 20 million, which is, I think, as low as it gets. I think the super easy mode mission sponsor, let's check here. International is 25, I think. Oh, China's got, no. Blue Sun Corporation has 30, but that's kind of their thing. Other than that, yeah, I think 20 is as low as it gets, which is pretty rough over there. And so that's about it. So export's not great, but at least we have cheaper advanced resources. Our commander profile, I'm choosing Futurist because it seems to fit the theme fairly well. Breakthrough techs or research 30% faster. I love breakthroughs. Hopefully we're going to find lots of them. I don't know if this is the right one to do, but it's going to be that. We do start with the autonomous sensors. We don't know their name, which is one of always my favorite techs to research. Sensor towers no longer require power or maintenance. You can split them down a little bit more freely all over the place, which is good. Our logo is, of course, going to be the Brussels sprouts. And yeah, so our achievement requires that we have a difficulty challenge of at least 500. So I've manually picked one of the mysteries here that was had the harder rating. Metatron. I don't believe I've done this one. Certainly nothing's coming to mind. I've avoided any spoilers from this thing, so we're going to do that. It is listed as hard. 3 rival companies is standard. I did also put in a game rule for hunger, which, if we don't have that, yeah, 480. There might be some ways to work it out, but we're going to go hunger, so we're not allowed to import food from Earth. Now, I did double check. With this, your passenger rockets will still come with food. So when you get a passenger rocket with 12 passengers, they'll come with 12 food. So they've got something to eat while they go and set up their farms and whatnot. But that's going to be very dicey. Very dicey. There's a couple other things we could have done, but this seemed like, I mean, there's not going to be any real RNG about this. Like, if we add like more of these disasters maxed out, well, we don't know the pacing for them exactly. Here, it's like something very straightforward and predictable. I'd also considered amateurs over here, which is apparently a higher difficulty challenge. Not getting specialist, but hunger's going to lead us to a way to maybe have the entire game collapse on us, which is always fun. So here is our mission loadout as SpaceX. You can see we got a different rocket over here. They are going to ship us out with 1 Stirling generator, 2 drone hubs as well. Worth noting, it does not ship us out with a fuel refinery or moisture evaporator. We do get 1 RC transport, and then some various bits and pieces, but we have 5 rockets to start off with, so we'll be able to reinforce, and we start with half decent amount of money. So we've got that. Now, in terms of placement, I went looking around to see online, like, what are some good high difficulty challenge initial spots, because I needed something that was a fairly high number. I punched in a few, and they were pretty cool, and then I ended up tweaking our initial loadout. Apparently we're at 515 now? Instead of 510? I don't know. That's fine. Anyway, I ended up seeing random after that to see, and I ended up with this spot here. 1 degree south, 57 degrees west, is a site that is surprisingly not too bad over here. which, I mean, it's low on metals and low on concrete, although the concrete's not too concerning, because, you know, the thing is with these is it's just like, how hard is it going to be to find it and how far away from our starting location is going to be. And it always starts with a scanned location that's got some concrete, so we're going to be okay. It's got lots of water, which is kind of impressive. Yeah, it's got some dust devils and some dust storms, which actually is going to be kind of unfriendly for our solar ray technology, because it's vulnerable to dust storms. It doesn't fold up or anything like that. Low meteors, low cold waves. Cold waves is the one thing I hate the most, so I'm kind of pleased with this. So 515 over here. Let's go ahead and get it started. Our goal for this achievement is going to be to get all these sponsor goals, right? So all the sponsor goals and SpaceY, I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but the important thing is none of them are timed, which is kind of nice to see. So let's give it a little pause here right away. Let's take a look at our sponsor goals. So none of these have like a buy soul blah kind of goal here. Generate 100 power. That's just going to happen eventually. Build or refuel a rocket on the same soul it lands. At some point we'll have excess fuel around, and that will just sort of happen naturally as well. Drone prefabs, I mean, it's not a huge reward. None of these are huge. This one's pretty good. Research 8 engineering technologies. Again, eventually this will just happen. And our reward is 20 workaholic engineer applicants, which is actually pretty nice. Workaholic's really good. Analyze 7 planetary anomalies. Reward is 2 million buckaroos, or actually 2 billion. And then 3 robotics workshops. This is very late game, and that is 10,000 research, which is a lot, but it's very, very late game. And that's, you know, by completing that, we'll complete our achievement. So that's going to be it. I don't think I failed to like note anything this time around in our stuff, so we can just go ahead and close this. Starting area actually is going to start with metal revealed, which is huge. We don't start with any water revealed. What we're going to do, normally what I do with my little orbital probes is I just scan places adjacent, but what I'm going to do is mouse over and look for a place that says has a higher chance of having water. Ideally, it would have been really nice to have water on our starting plateau, but it seems like that's not going to be the case. Now, it's possible as I mouse over here, we're going to miss. Correct me if I'm wrong, did we not start with an area with like 4 plips of water? So wouldn't that imply that there's a lot of water around here? And I know it does show up in the list. There we go, high chance of containing water. Because what I want to do, there we go, is I wanted the milestone for finding water on Mars. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the second probe just next door to us over here. Okay, we find an anomaly, that's okay. And I'm just going to queue up scans of our plateau area over here, so we've got that. All right, send the first thing. How good is this metal deposit? Average, I'll take it. It's not low or very low, quite happy. A little bit of metal over here. Anomaly over there, a couple of concrete splotches. Yeah, we'll probably end up just building a dome like right next to the metal over here and getting that started. So let's go and land, say right over here. Yeah, that way when it takes off, it shouldn't dust up. You know what, maybe I will go here instead. We do arrive with a transporter. There you go. If I do this, it'll be the drone hub that's provided by this will reach the metal here, and then we can use the transport to grab that. So we got some anomalies and things, so that's going to be okay. Text, we should queue that up. So yeah, we did start with the autonomous sensors, which reveals extractor amplification, more applicants, and drone hubs. Actually, if we research that pretty quickly, that'll be nice to get the free drones. It's also nice to get apartments early. It's not super relevant. And water reclamation I never end up building. I mean, we'll have to like sort of research some of these just to like reveal more stuff, but that's kind of a disappointing first set of things. And yeah, we don't actually have an Explorer, I think, to start off with. I think we only have the RC Transport. So mod-wise, I am running 3 mods, none of which affect gameplay tremendously. One automatically queues up another sector to be scanned if I don't have any queued up. One changes the times here. It says in the tooltips, fast is 3 times normal and fastest is 5 times normal, which is what it is in the base game. But my mod changes the fast to be 5 times and the fastest to be 10 times. And then the other thing is I've got a mod that automatically rebalances the drone load between my different hubs. If something's got a heavy load, it'll take some drones away from something that's got low load and move it around. I mean, it's stuff you can do manually, but I find it kind of tedious. So, all right, let's get our initial setups going here. Actually, first I'm going to put down a concrete extractor right over here. And we're going to put down some storages. So I'll put concrete over here. I'll also put down a metal because we've got some that we can pick up. Where's metal? Right over here. And then I'm going to get a universal storage hub over there, so we can kind of have a little bit of everything. Let's go and stretch out a power line, I don't know, just like this for now. That's going to be okay. And power, okay, dust radius is over here. Fine. There we go, put you on the side of the screen here. And we put down our 1 Stirling generator right over there. Oh, I think I wanted to put it there, but that's fine. I couldn't put it, I think, where the tool tip or the window was, so it sort of messed up there, but that's fine. Get initial power. Let's go over to fast speed for now. Things are going to start getting collected. Our little RC transport, I'm going to tell you to load over here. There seems to be a lot of metal. Say load all and just dump it into these stockpiles over here. That'll be fine. This will get plugged in. Okay. So we're gonna have to refuel some stuff at some point and send it back. Let's get another rocket going. Now we have no access to water, so cargo thing, we're gonna go and get 2 moisture evaporators and 1 fuel refinery going. Then I'm gonna get an RC Explorer. I think we can live without a commander, especially someone pointed out that I can select a drone and right-click it to go and like fix other drones that are out of range, as long as it's got enough power, so that's okay. And then we'll take advantage of our discounted costs for things over here and do something like that. Yeah, more polymers is okay. I could buy more drones, but I don't think I'm gonna. So let's launch this. Getting the RC Explorer will be nice. We can actually get started on our sensor towers here. And yeah, we're gonna want a fair amount. Now I'm not on the edge of the map yet. So I'm gonna go, since they don't need power, I'm just gonna put them as far away as possible while still being in drone commander range, at least for now. There. So sensor towers gives you a huge boost to scanning sectors that are near them, but also for every one of them that you have, you get a slight boost. So we'll get them down there. That's going to be okay. I guess I'm going to say, listen, can you get the concrete extractor just done a little faster? That would be nice. And we'll also need a, that's not the tab I want, dumping site. 1, 2, and 3 is what I tend to like. Right, milestone achieved, that's good. Scan anomaly, that should happen. And yeah, we should also be able to start refueling our things soon. So no water up here at all, as far as we know. Found some over there, that's very far though. That is really freaking far. Is there any chance there was some a little closer? Oh, water over here maybe. So, I mean, that's slightly more convenient. So what I'm going to do is I'll DQ 3. And we'll do something like that. So scan our way up there. Okay. Done, done, done. Concrete being made. Groovy. Power. I mean, I can open you here. I can't remember what our location disasters are like. And I don't know if there's a way to, like, recheck them out. I suppose what I can do is I can land the rocket a little further away here. No, you don't have a drone attached to you. As I say, that'll extend our drone construction range, but you don't have that. I guess I can set things up with like RC Explorers. Because what do you need to build these little towers? Is it just metal? Oh, and electronics, okay. Because I was gonna say, if it's just metal, I can build towers basically anywhere there happens to be metal on the ground or something like that. RC Explorers a go. Go scan this so we can get our first anomaly scan, plus it'll give us a research boost, which will be nice. So that'll finish drone swarm. As soon as that's done, I'll plop down one of our prefab drone hubs, which will be quite nice as well. We put down, I think we're gonna be quite spammy with these sensor towers early on, so that we can see as much as possible, scan some things as much as possible. In particular, we're gonna be very eager to find some water deposits. But I mean, maybe we can make do with just the evaporators. Alright, so you're starting to accumulate concrete. Because yeah, we're gonna dome it up pretty quickly. Because last time that we played, I think I got beaten to the first dome and first passenger, which displeased me greatly. I assume this is going to be, what, 1,000 research? Yeah, there you go. So drone swarm is done. What did you reveal? RC transport is faster and can carry more. Not really a big deal. I mean, I'm going to queue up, I guess, because it's cheap and it'll reveal more robotic stuff. But not really something I was that excited about. I don't think we found another anomaly. Nope, that is a Vista, right? So comfort spot for a dome, which is nice, but we're definitely going to still build it over here. I'll probably build the barrel dome first. I still really like those early on. They can't build spires, but you don't get spires early, so who cares, right? Sector... Oh! Oh! We do have water here. I don't know if it was in the tooltip. I mean, it says high chance, so it doesn't tell you everything. Okay, that is going to change things a lot. So we're going to go back to just scanning our local plateau. And we're going to plan on expanding over here. Oh, there's a research spot, too. So I think the first dome still has to be for the metal mining. I think that's still a good idea, but clearly we're going to have another dome over here that'll get the research and the extra comfort, which is going to be handy. We're going to plan on getting some cables out here. Can I pass cables through here? No. So we'll have to go around south. Okay. Let me plan out the cable route here. Yeah, we're going to go wide because we'll probably end up sticking a dome over there. Or something like that. I guess we're going to have pipes here and everything. This is going to be... a fairly expensive project. Okay, I mean, we've got it mapped out now, which is fine. Let me just remove that. I don't think I'm going to build drone hubs over here right now, because we did ship a vaporator. Actually, we shipped 2, which I'm going to be fine with. You are full of concrete. I guess we just don't have enough drones to empty it because they're busy doing other things, which is fine. If I line up the vaporator right, maybe one further south, you shouldn't get dusted. So we'll get you there. And sector production, fuel refinery here. And water tower schmucked in over there. That's going to be fine. Another anomaly found. Go and explore that right away. Now this one is something. We don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if these are the somethings that can lead to breakthroughs. Because, okay, there's the science beakers, which just gives you plain science. There's the keys, and I know they can reveal more text in the list. I don't know if the keys are also the thing that reveal breakthroughs. And this is all sorts of different miscellaneous stuff, like, oh, it could lead to 10% discount in research or whatever. This might also be where we get breakthroughs. I don't remember. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're going to scan them all, but I want to know what to get excited about. So the fuel refinery, I'm going to put it on the lowest priority, because if we don't have enough water for everything, then obviously we want the water going to like domes and farms first. So these farms are definitely going to need a steady supply of water because they because we can't import food. I suppose I could plop down a drone hub now, because I did research the tech that should have them spawn with more stuff. We've got 2 prefabs. Yeah, I won't stress about building here, so probably what I'll do, I want you just outside the dust radius. So we'll put you something like this. There we go. A little bit of a gap, that's okay. Anomaly analyzed. Rare metals deposit. Well, that's okay too. Interesting. So, depending on how we place things, we can have this vista used by 2 different domes. What I could do here is pre-place. There we go. That just enough to get you in range of the science. And obviously, this is going to enable us to have a tunnel between these 2, which is going to be fine. So I'm going to turn these both off so they don't actually get constructed. But then we've got sort of a placeholder thing going on. There we go. There'll be something like that, and then we can hook the water, which is actually a high-grade water deposit. That's going to be really nice. Do I actually want to do this before the metals? Just because we're going to build in this area? And then we get the rare metals. I mean, we export them for fairly cheap. But maybe. Alright, so here's the thing. If we're going to work the rare metals, which is very high grade, and 1,000, which is a lot early on, maybe what we do is we plan a cargo rocket here, which is going to have an electronics factory, so we can start building those immediately. So our first dome will be a farming and electronics plus a little mining kind of dome. We don't need more moisture evaporators. In fact, I in a sense don't need the ones I've got, but they're still good because may as well pull water out of the air instead of draining our deposits. We don't need more fuel refineries. I think we can live without the Stirling generators. I don't think we're very high altitude, which is going to suck for the wind. But we'll do what we can. I think what we need to do is make sure we ship out a fair number of these. We could probably get away with fewer electronics if we're going to be producing them. Okay, I like this. And I think this will be our first dome. That being said, well, except I can't. Because I don't have enough drone hubs. Well, I guess I could disconnect this line. Like, I could build a drone hub with my last prefab. It's gonna have to cover the water area, but like something like this. I guess I could ship a little RC commander out as well. There's only a slight disconnect over here. This would actually be, really wouldn't cover the water, which is no good. I mean, we don't need the drone hub to go over the water, it's just gotta cover the mine, but yeah, I guess we do something like that, and then maybe what we do is we go ahead and get a drone commander to just close the gap between these. So with no metal mining, it's these domes. No, we are going to start over here. Because we're going to start with a barrel dome, which I like to build early on because they have a little bit more space. But they can't have a spire, but that's okay. We don't have spire tech right now. So we'll plan on that. That's going to be okay. Yeah, there's going to be a complaint about power. I guess we're going to build these solar arrays. So you can see it generates 8 times the power of the large solar arrays. It's more than 8 times the cost to build, but it's only metal. And the maintenance is quite a bit lower. So it's only 3 times the maintenance for 8 times the power. So over the course of the game, it's going to save us a ton over here. What I'm going to do is I'll certainly build one of these, and then that'll have to be paired up with some batteries. I should get you over here. That's going to be fine. And then what's our elevation for wind turbines? 43% boost. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually. That is really not too bad. So we'll go ahead and we'll build one here. It's in an unexplored sector. Technically, there could be something underneath there, but probably not. Wait, that's not unexplored. Oh, I think we just scanned that sector. Okay. All right, yeah, the fact that these wind turbines are going to work like that is nice. Now, these do use machine parts to maintain, but I think this will lead us to a fairly nice balance of powers and whatever. So we'll get this built up. And we can't ship food. Again, our first passenger rocket, our passenger rockets should come with 1 unit of food per person, but clearly we're going to have to get people farming right away. So we may actually want to specialize in botanists. We may want to pick and choose what our first load is specifically, which I think is very likely. 4 persons per shift on the metal extractor. Let's see, if I move this way, I don't think it's going to dust the dome. So let's get some plans down here. I mean, we're going to have a lot of construction queued, but I mean, that's fine. None of this has to be built in any particular hurry or order. We're just going to kind of want everything to get built. I guess what I'll do is I'll set up a metals depot. Yeah, right over here on that side. And then over on this side, we're going to set up a universal depot for the dome. And yeah, I like to say, like, max out desired amounts for everything. Maybe we could turn off the fuel for here. And actually the rare metals don't even have to be brought over here either, because I don't think we're going to do electronics here. And then I'll get another depot for food, for lots of food storage, and then one final one for machine parts, which are going to be constructed in this dome. Okay, you're ready to land with the electronics factory, which we don't need right now, but I do tend to send 1 prefab of every kind. At least I could land you over here. Just here so you don't dust anything. Technically this would then fall under drone range. Now this spaceship isn't actually going to have any drones assigned to it, but we'll do that for now. It's going to be alright. Oh, so what I want to do is get another moisture evaporator. No overlap. so that it gets maximum amount of water here. So with 2 of these, it should be okay. Well, no, the dome uses 1, and then farms will use more. So this really won't be enough. Construct a dome is more science, that's good. We're gonna build ourselves a Moxie, say right over here. And I'm gonna build an oxygen tank.
Sector scan.
Maybe I'll build another water tank. I mean, it's just metal to build and maintain, right? Yeah. So that's not too bad. You're gonna have that, you're gonna have that. So inside the dome, we are just gonna need the living quarters, or living complex has room for 14 people. Our first load's only gonna be 12, so that's gonna be okay. Life support, hydroponics farm, 3 per shift. Let's see, I think I'm gonna have to build 2. We're gonna make sure that food, so that's 6 people. What was that, 4 people, so that's 10. We're gonna want some services, certainly. Small grocers, so they can get a little bit of shopping. And they really do want a diner, which is going to be a whole other shift. Oh, and then there's the infirmary, too. Well, we don't have to run full shifts everywhere. And let's just go... I'm going to build a single large garden for the folks over here. So that'll be... They should be fairly okay with that. Oh, new anomaly. Let's scan you. Actually, we weren't done the anomalies over here, were we? Yeah, okay, we were. So that's going to be a science boost. Did we want to change the order? Less fuel... Yeah, we actually don't care about the water reclamation. I mean, it'll reveal something, but I'm going to control-click, put that at the top here. So that'll be slightly more convenient to do. Oh, we should probably get a actual fuel depot built right next to the fuel refinery over here.
Resources are low.
Yeah, a little water, I know. We might have to send ourselves another drone hub prefab, because then we can connect everything up here just fine. I sort of see that happening. You can see here it's not complaining about being out of range of drones. Can I tell you, if I right-click on you, and that's deliver, reassign, I guess, yeah, I can reassign you this way. Because I can't reassign prefabs here, but now there's actually a drone in range of this thing. So it'll start slowly building up some of this, which I think is okay. So yeah, no workers. Now, leaf crops have the best yield but slow growth. I'm going to leave one of them on leaf crops. I'm going to do the other one on wheatgrass, which is low yield but grows very fast, because we're going to want to make sure we get food as quickly as possible. This is also going to be the highest priority for things, especially water, but also workers. It's going to have to be okay. I mean, maybe we don't get... Here's the thing. I'm going to turn this off.
Sector scan.
Actually, let me blow you up so that we get our parts back. We're going to focus on just getting this dome manned. We're not going to worry about mining metals. We've got some metal kicking around. Really not very much. Okay, walk around. Ooh, 1,500 tech from that. That's nice. So what do we reveal? I wonder if I would have preferred the low G fungi. I mean, we'll start with the hydroponics. It's going to be okay. Extractors, capacity. I guess I will queue these up, just so that there's still something that's going to be okay. You're going to come back, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and launch a rocket. We don't have any planetary anomalies to scan? No. So we're just going to launch you, which will also complete another milestone. Oh. I just got the tech to, like, lower the fuel. So I guess these things, because they need less fuel, started at 30. We dropped it to 15. Wow, that's going to be really cheap to run these bad boys. So yeah, we need to get the drones to empty the excess fuel here. There's some metal over there. If we had an RC commander, I might... Oh, no, I have an RC transport. Let's go ahead, load anything you find here, and drop it off somewhere vaguely over here. We got a dust storm coming soon. Moxie's moisture evaporators and solar panels outside domes will all get shut down. This will generate more. I'm not going to be able to send passengers. I mean, unless I store a ton of oxygen and water, which we're going to want to do ultimately. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get some wicked amounts of storage for these things, because if we're going to have dust storm problems here, we're going to need to make sure that we've got lots of storage for all these things for the future. Okay, once those are built and filled, I'll feel pretty confident about sending people. We have negative electricity at night, which I would probably like to fix. And again, our solar panels won't work during the dust storm. So let's go ahead and just pre-build another large turbine. A little more maintenance because it needs machine parts, but it's going to be okay. You're at exactly 15 fuel, so launch, achievement unlocked, and then I guess I'll launch you as well. Maybe we could send people now. And there's about to be a dust storm. I don't know. Although I could leave you in orbit until the dust storm finishes. I think they're good for 72 hours or something like that in orbit, which might work out here. Do I want to send another payload of anything at first? Again, it might be another drone hub since we don't have the tech yet. I think the answer is yes. I'm going to send another cargo payload. We're going to send another drone hub prefab. We've got the electronics one. I'm going to get a machine parts. And actually, I'll get the polymer as well, since we don't have those techs. I really like to make sure we've got one of each to start off with. I don't know when they'll get built, but we'll see. We use some polymers for our dome. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Sure. Fill in the gap with one more drone here. We'll appreciate having that.
Scanned.
So I haven't gotten a warning that someone's about to do a milestone of sending people here. Our rockets are faster as well, so when we do see that people are gonna get colonists here soon, I should be able to respond in plenty of time. I come over here, pick up all that, and drop it off over here, please and thank you. Yeah, because we don't have a ton of metal stored up. We also don't have a ton of concrete. What is it being used for? Oh, I think for the wind turbines. Although still, it feels like we should have had more. I don't know. We actually could probably start a second concrete mine. Because we're going to use it. There you go, if we do that. It'll dust the cables and stuff, but that's okay. And yeah, we no longer have to have multiple concrete extractors to empty these completely, which is a nice change. Eliminated kind of an unfun bit of micro. About to finish another tech. I don't remember what this one was. Guess I can mouse over. Transport optimization. Oh yeah, so our little transports move faster and can carry more stuff. Not terribly important. It's nice once you get the AI improvement though. And mostly it's just going to reveal some more stuff. Drones and rovers move faster is nice. It's not really critical. 1500. What I'll do is I'll pop the live from Mars maybe, because at some point we'll get the extra crowdfunding for an extra $1,000, and we'll appreciate having that. That might be the second thing we find, because it is one of the early ones. So yeah, lots of power during the day, and at night we should be okay with this as well. So it's just moving over some concrete. Dust storm. Okay, I think we're going to time it out okay. If I get a passenger rocket, so I would like... Let me do this. We're going to do it manually, which I don't normally do. We might not do scientists on this run. So geologists are good for mining. So I want 6 botanists is what I want. We're going to Mark Watney this up. Probably going to miss some. Maybe I should use the automated thing. Yeah, there's not really that many kind of specialists anyway. Okay, that reset, yeah, I'll just go to this. I'll do the thing I normally do, which is thumbs up all the specializations. So it'll encourage specialists in general. And if I eyeball the botanists like here, and those are just no specialists. And then we don't need a security officer right now. I mean, at some point, maybe 3, so that we can do some spying. Well, that's an idea, actually. We may not do research early on because we won't have the people for that, but if I grab a couple more officers, then, because I think it's 3 officers for a spy mission. We're gonna launch you. I kind of dig it. Okay, we might turn off some of these shifts. I think what I'm gonna do is... Well, certainly we will lock you, so we only need 1 on each diner shift. And same thing here.
Scanned.
So let's see, that's 2, 4, 6, 12. Okay, that's actually perfect with no mining. New anomaly found. Please do this. And this is my drones and whatever delivery. So we're going to drop you off over here. So how's actually our water storage? Oh, like nothing stored right now. Okay, well then, with that in mind, we're absolutely positively going to have to go and chain our transports over here. Or drones and get the water. This actually might not even cover it. Although I can land a rocket way over here or something like that. Yeah, technically this water thing is still going to be out of range here. Awkward. Do I have enough money for another prefab drone hub? That's a lot of expense for. Actually, it's not so bad. We're going to get machine parts. Well, right now we're okay. I'm still going to go... You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to leave you empty. We use hardly any fuel to get this going. It's going to be fine. We are dust storming. So yeah, we're not going to want to land anyone during the dust storm because we actually don't have enough stored up. But they can survive in orbit perfectly fine, and then we'll be ready to go. So yeah, and they can't land during dust storm anyway. So they could have landed right before and then been screwed, but they're going to stay there, and actually it's quite a long time. I guess 120 hours maybe is what they start off with. So we'll just run on ×3 speed. What's the anomaly?
The on-site data validates
2,000 tech. Okay. And then we'll make sure to send you home to safety. You're still working. Low G fungus is done. Increase oxygen production, maybe. Let me pop the low G drive on the queue next. Goal complete. We refueled the rocket on the same soul it landed, so we got 15 more drone prefabs. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure they're deployed in my network somewhere.
Sector scanned.
Because my rebalancing add-on doesn't, I think, use like unpacked drones from the prefabs. So we want them to be somewhere. Not that there's much of a service load anywhere at this time. So let's go over here, set up a universal depot. If I do this, are you in range of this? You are. And I could probably turn off a fair deal of these. So for now, what I'm going to do, I think we'll need machine parts. We'll do something like this. I think we'll need machine parts for the water extractor and the rest for here. So we'll look at getting them built at some point. Water's going to be fine once the dust storm is done, so I'm not concerned about that. No other anomalies right now. No. Looks like we will have to queue up some more things to be scanned here.
Sector scanned.
I guess we'll just do this because we do have slightly better speed on these. I mean, barely. Although speaking of, let's go and deploy some more sensor towers right there, just at the extreme edge of the drone hubs. So we have some metal, which is good. Everything else is stalled. Oh, the dust storm just ended. Good. So drone hub, I'll get you to land over here. It doesn't actually matter. Well, here you'll refuel slowly. So do this. You're ready to take off. Unless we want you to do spy stuff, which we may do. Let me land you over here. So we're going to get our first colonist on Mars. It's another milestone.
Research complete.
Excellent. Milestone gave us some more tech for this. Humans on Mars, new beginning. Yes, we have 10 souls to prove ourselves. We've revealed decommissioning protocol. Well, we'll put it in a queue. Still, we're kind of not getting any of the really what I consider quite important techs. Let's go steal some technology from people. Because we have officers, which I think is what you need. I think it's 3 officers. You're ready to go. We'll send you. Yeah, 3 officers. And you get the immediate payload, so that's good. Dehydration. Well, really? Oh yeah, we don't have enough water with these. Okay, so first of all, the dome itself is going to have higher priority. There we go. So now this thing has no water. We're on -2. Okay, well, it's a good thing we're going to be expanding out over here, I guess. So we're going to tuck a drone hub right in here, which will cover you for power. You're going to be okay.
Sector scanned.
Just hold tight. You'll be okay, guys. Oh yeah, so it's gonna get dust. It's gonna dust the dome no matter what.
Research complete.
Boom. There we go, and you will need some dumping sites around like that. Oh, all these have to get built up. Let's have the RC transport load some metal. Covert ops giving us some tech, hooray. And planetary anomalies are now a thing, which we're definitely going to want to do. So you're loading up metal. Okay, that's going to be plenty. So now come over here and drop off the metal. Actually, drop it off like here. I know there's not a storage thing there, but it's still going to work. There you go. I might want to set up another intermediary little storage thing. That's probably a good idea. Oops, not there. But here. And you're gonna accept metals and electronics. So electronics to maintain you, metals to make sure to maybe build more stuff. There you go. Now you got metals in range over here, which is gonna make sure this gets built. Produced food is done. Nice. More milestones. Excellent. Oops, that's not what I want. Go away. I want this screen. Let me do all the spying real quick. I mean, maybe we want to be friends with people, but friends are overrated. So we got an excess of oxygen, which is great. And then this is going to get built. It just needs concrete and machine parts, all of which eventually are going to get delivered over here. I think it needs machine parts for maintenance, but we've got that in the queue, and that's going to be all right. And then at some point, we'll be ready to build up these domes.
Sector scanned.
And yeah, there's probably more water around here somewhere. We will have to build a tunnel to go down, but I think that's going to be a fairly high priority. Tunnels aren't cheap. Oh, I've got to put a cut in here. Tunnels aren't cheap. They use, I mean, a fair amount of concrete, which is fine. It's mostly the fact that it uses a fair amount of machine parts, but it's going to be a kind of a high priority for us to get down here. Open up a lot more building space, more exploration stuff. I wish we'd found more anomalies. No breakthroughs yet. I'm a very sad person. I do love my breakthroughs. Folks, thank you very much for watching this. If you're new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe. And if you really want to make sure you get alerted when there's new videos, there's a little bell button next to the subscribe button that'll make sure that you get messages when a new video goes up. Thank you very much. Look forward to the comments. Hopefully we're going to find some interesting extra tips in there. There were some really valuable ones last time, and thank you very much for that. Unfortunately, the last time, the way I put up the videos in the order I put them up, I wasn't able to respond or react to the fact that, hey, Brazil's got this really superpower that I failed to use. I'm going to try to get this video up quite early in the recording process and hopefully be able to adjust any tips there themselves. But also, yeah, shout out to like someone who pointed out, I think on Twitter, that I can select a drone and then go and tell it to like repair something that's just outside of range, assuming it's got enough power. So that's good to know. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.